Hey everybody, happy Friday.
Cheers to Friday, folks.
Thank you for joining us to chat a little bit about real estate and a lot about San Diego. If you're joining us, please let us know in the chat where you're joining us from and what you're up to this weekend.
Let us know what's happening.
We've got a lot of exciting stuff to talk about, including a San Diego fun fact, and I'm going to make you make a guess. So a prominent San Diego location was featured in the very first YouTube video. What do you think that location was?
Ooh, I know this. I remember this. Ooh, I need to guess now?
Yes, guess now. Just guess. If you don't know, just guess.
But I know this. I've heard this before. I've seen this before. The first YouTube video, San Diego. I just can't remember where it was.
Just make a guess.
Fiesta Island.
All right, Fiesta Island. We'll see if that's correct.
It's not. It's not correct.
All right.
It's something else. It's like some place, some building, some house.
Well, let's talk about something you do know about.
Okay.
Let's talk about real estate for exactly 1 minute. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, we will do this, and there you go.
All right. This week in San Diego real estate, the number of homes for sale continued to decline, although seems to be leveling out a bit on a few more new listings. Those bounced up off the bottom, it would appear. Pending sales about steady, although down overall from their roughly 450 per week average up until mid-August. So a lot of people are saying, well, this is just seasonal, right? And yes, to an extent it is, although it is exacerbated by these high interest rates, which I understand are not high by some people's perspective, but they are high by modern real estate perspective. And when I say modern, I mean the last 10 years or so. So anyway, this is keeping sellers on the fence. It's keeping buyers home, and it's not really good for anyone. So we do need rate relief soon. And that is what's happening in San Diego real estate this week.
All right, that might have been an extra second and a half, but that's okay. We're rounding up or down as the occasion requires. So now let's talk about some other stuff. We're going to talk about some weekend events, and let's do
this first YouTube video. It's like a...
Oh, do you want to know what the first? Should we skip to that part?
Well, I don't know. I guess we can get to it.
But... We'll get to it. We'll think of it. So let's talk about some weekend stuff, and we're going to talk about the Star of India is celebrating its 161st birthday by having free tours this weekend.
All right. Happy 161st birthday, Star of India. You've been a icon in San Diego Bay for many, many years.
It's circumnavigated the globe, I believe. Well, it doesn't say here. I think it's 21 times. That's just, off the top of my head. I believe that's correct, but if not, it's something close.
I just saw a photo in my Vintage San Diego Facebook group. Somebody shared a photo of the Star of India sailing in San Diego Bay on July 4, 1976, during the nation's bicentennial, which we're beyond now by 50-ish years, I think, 49, 50 years, something like that.
Anyway,
48.
I don't think they're going to sail it this weekend, but if you want a free tour, you can line up, and I don't know how long it takes to get a free tour on the Star of India, but
probably depends on how long the line is. Yeah. I can't. Have we ever gone on that?
I hate to admit it, but as many times as I've walked past the Star of India and stood there and looked at it or sailed by it on other vessels, I have never been on the Star of India.
If you recall, I was supposed to go with one of the kids on a overnight stay on the Star of India. This was 2019.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that a lot of sixth graders in San Diego do.
Yes, well, it was interrupted by the thing that happened in 2020.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Yes, it was.
All right, so it's full-on Christmas time right now. If you've been out and about, you know that. And there's a new San Diego Christmas place that's been around for 4 years, I believe now. Well, newer, okay. We've never been to this, but it looks interesting. Camp Christmas. It's out in Pine Valley.
Yeah, we talked about this last year, I think. So it's like San
Diego County's premier campground, which I've also never been to. But look at all this stuff. Okay, so here are the attractions. Wait, let's back up. Let's look at how much we have to pay for this because it seems almost too good to be true. So it's $15 for a ticket to this, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that for everybody, regardless of age?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
$15 a head.
Oh, rate of 10 and 15. Maybe it's 10 for kids. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
wow.
This is a little confusing for me, but here we go. Yeah, I don't know. Well,
Yep.
yes, there we go. Okay.
Ute.
Wait. Oh, youth. Where does it say?
Ute.
Youth 10, child 0. Oh, okay. So if you're 5 to 15, it's 10. 0 to 4, 0.
And everyone else
is 15. Okay, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's find out what we get for that low price.
You need a Ute ticket. All right.
Lights and sounds of the seasons, hot cocoa, a festive lights show, a dancing water show, bow and arrow arcade. Everyone knows how people like to shoot bows and arrows at Christmas time.
Hell yeah.
Bounce houses, game room, Sappy the talking Christmas tree. Okay, I mean, I think that even that alone is worth a full lot of sap.
A lot of sap.
I think even, a talking Christmas tree for $15, I'm here for that.
Sappy.
Live theater, holiday photo booth, nativity, hay rides.
Jeez.
I didn't know that that hay rides were a Christmas thing, but I'm here for that too. Trains, playground, laser tag. Oh, it looks like, okay, you have to pay a little extra for these things. Anyway, there's a lot going on here. Barbecue, buffet, coffee
Wow.
shop. That seems like that's a pretty good value for $15.
I think we said this last year, and I'll say it again. We got to check this out.
Maybe
we
this will
should
be the year
live
to-
stream it.
Oh, okay. Well,
What do you folks think? Live stream it?
so this is where it is. I looked at where
Where you at, Art?
it's.
Art was supposed to be here.
Oh, Art was gonna. He was
He's
gonna
supposed
join
to.
us. He was gonna come into the new age and join us on YouTube.
Yep.
So it's out here in Pine Valley. Bit of a drive.
Mm.
It looks like for when it's not a Christmas experience, it's the Pine Valley Bible Association.
Aha.
So I'm not sure exactly what's happening out here, but it
Looks
like
pretty
a
damn
lot of
Christmassy.
Christmas bang for your buck.
Right.
All right, other stuff happening this weekend. There are king tides, which are of course are
yes.
caused by the super moon, which is happening tonight. So go on out, have a look at the super moon. The moon is a little closer to Earth than it usually is when it's full, causing more gravity and more effect on the tides. So people always talk
What's a
about
little? Do you know how the distance? I don't know.
some more. It's a little closer. It's not a lot closer. It's a little bit closer.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
I'm not like an astrophysicist or anything.
I'm going to look this up.
Okay. So people always talk about the king tides, which are great, but I prefer the opposite of the king tide, which is the low tide, or I believe that's called a neap tide. And you can't really have one without the other. So you've got super high tides and super low tides.
I actually prefer the low tides.
Yeah, I also prefer the low tides. So that's happening this weekend. If you want to go out and check out some low tides, we like that. There's some tide pools out by Scripps Pier, kind of north of Scripps Pier by
it
Dyke
appears
Rock.
it appears it might be about 25,000 miles closer. Wait. 90% of its closest approach. 225,000 miles away. I thought the moon was generally about 249,000 miles.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
All right.
there you go.
Anyway, yes, moon is closer, higher tides, lower tides, go check it out. I even found this tide chart here. So it looks like if you want to, I'm looking for the low tides. It looks like the lowest tide that we will be seeing is on Saturday at 3:38 p.m., negative 1.4. That's pretty low.
That's low.
Did I say the lowest? Yeah, that's the lowest. The highest tide is going to be on Saturday at 2:08 a.m.
Where you at, Ben Gravy? Come and surf it.
Come surf.
Come and surf it, bud.
Surf Black's Beach. All right. So do you remember a couple of years ago we were talking about how those kiosks are supposed to be coming downtown, like the touchscreen kiosks with information about restaurants and public transit and different other stuff?
Yes, I do.
Well,
yes, I do.
You sound skeptical.
No, I remember
Oh,
talking
okay.
about it.
Well, it's finally happening.
Really?
Yeah, they had the ribbon cutting this weekend or today for the
okay.
first ones. They're supposed to be
Who cut the ribbon?
here. We'll roll it back.
Never
Who
mind.
do you think cut the
Yeah,
ribbon?
of course.
We'll roll it back a little bit. So there are supposed to be 50 of these things. And the first one was today, but there will be more coming around over the next 2 years. So they've got these touch screens. Oh, here, Todd Gloria is going to show us how it works.
Okay.
Transit, directions, eat and drink, arts and culture.
Wow.
Another thing that's cool about these is they're featuring work from San Diego artists, and the artists get paid for it. So that's good. I always like to support artists.
What's up with his hair? I don't know. Sorry.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Especially that one side of it. All right. Anyway. Yeah, so, but the city of San Diego isn't paying for these allegedly because it's all being paid for with ad revenue from the people who install these.
Okay, clever.
So I don't know, it looks cool. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully the artists make some money off of it, and it
Well,
provides
it's cool. I mean, if you go to different cities, like different, you can kind of tell how well a city has its act together by like how easy it is to buy transit tickets and things like that. Whether the touch screens and whatnot.
Yeah.
It seems like there's a lot of potential.
Yes, potential, absolutely. Well, hopefully we can realize the potential, and it'll be really cool.
And San Diego can maintain or possibly regain, depending on how you feel about it, its position as America's finest city.
All right.
I don't believe we ever really lost it, but
It will always be America's finest city to me, no matter what
course.
happens. All right. Well, in that note here, we have local leaders are jumpstarting downtown recovery efforts. So it seems like it's been a thing that's happened since the pandemic. Cities have been struggling with their downtowns all across California, and I'm sure many other
all across the country.
Yeah. So we can rest assured because on Wednesday, State Assembly member Matt Haney, who's also the chair of the California Downtown. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
No.
Well, they're missing an of.
Oh, okay. Came to San Diego to meet with business leaders to discuss those efforts.
So just a correction.
Well, that's the end of the story.
Oh, geez.
They don't say what happened or what they discussed or if there was any plan proposed or anything.
Good journalism, guys.
He was just here and they had a meeting.
Good job.
Problem solved.
Yes.
We don't have to worry about that anymore.
No, that's all tied up in a neat little box.
Well, I hope they just didn't tell us the rest in the story, but they had a great meeting and lots of good ideas that will soon be improving the downtown experience for all of us.
We'll just assume that's what happened.
Yes. All right. Well, you know how people are always hearing loud booms in San Diego and they're like, what's that? Well, the folks at Camp Pendleton have let us know.
Artillery.
Yeah, exactly. Across San Diego in the coming weeks, we might be hearing some loud booms, and it's because of live fire training with high explosive munitions.
The zoo.
You think it's because of the... Oh!
That's where the video...
All right, well...
That's where the video was.
That's probably a better guess than Fiesta Island, so we'll get to that soon.
I was struggling, but because I remember I've seen this video. It's at the zoo. Anyway, continue.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Well,
just...
Anyway, it might get noisy. It's just Camp Pendleton. It's not some other weird stuff happening. Yeah.
Yes.
I put this story, I shifted it because we were talking about downtown and I thought it fit into the discussion. So now I forgot what I was going to talk. Oh, the fair. So somehow it's already time to talk about the fair again.
Isn't that not until like July or something?
Well, they just announced the theme. Last year's theme, I believe, was Let's Go Retro. Are you ready to hear about this year's theme?
Let's get it on.
Summer Pet-tacular. So the county's largest annual event will host pet adoption events and a pet parade in partnership with the San Diego Humane Society.
So that's the whole theme of the fair, not just an aspect of it?
We're celebrating the bond between humans and their pets.
Oh, well, all right. I mean...
I like pets.
Seems a little flimsy for the fair, but...
They have to come up with something every year. It's got to be
yeah.
tough to come up with a theme every year.
We should go back to where the surf meets the turf or whatever that was the first summer we were here.
Isn't that for the racetrack?
Oh, I guess you're right. Yeah, never mind. Oh, turkey leg, Texas-sized.
I went to the fair.
Cheesy bacon curly fries. Oh.
I was at the fair one time and I got some cheesy fries. They were pretty good, but I thought they should have had more cheese on them.
The fair food is never as good as...
Was that the whole story?
It's never as good as you think or... How good can it be? It's like one of these things where everybody has to eat the food, but then at the end of the day, it's really just French fries and cheese.
Well, maybe we just haven't found the best thing at the fair.
Well, yes, maybe not.
All right, are you ready for the first YouTube video ever?
Let's do it.
And if you guessed the San Diego Zoo, you were correct.
Yep, I remember this now.
So this is April 23rd, 2005, and this dude was at the zoo. I'm going to turn on the sound so we can all hear the very first YouTube video ever.
All right, so here we are in front of the elephants. Cool thing about these guys is that they have really long trunks. That's cool.
That is cool.
And that's pretty much all there is to say.
That's all there is to say about
the video.
the elephants have long trunks.
The video
right.
that launched a billion. How many views has that video had? 3.4 million.
3.4 million. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Oh wait, no, that's
that's
the one before. Oh, 340 million. Wow. Okay.
So essentially, everyone in America has watched that video.
Yeah.
If you want to look at it that way, YouTube. I mean, what a concept. Really pretty cool. Everybody. I mean, 2005. What kind of phones did we have in 2005?
It's like one of those Nokia phones we'd carry on the holster, maybe. I don't remember exactly.
But I think.
No, they were past that.
Yeah, that was
maybe a BlackBerry.
Yeah, I think by then I might have had a BlackBerry,
Yeah.
and with a BlackBerry, you could shoot a video and you could upload it to if you had Twitter. Wait,
there was no
2005.
Twitter.
No,
I
there
don't
wasn't.
think,
No, you would have had to. There was no phone app for YouTube at this time.
No, I think you could take pictures with the BlackBerry.
And you could take video too, but you couldn't then take the video and share it up to a YouTube or something.
I'm not sure if the videos had sound or not. I don't remember. I had a BlackBerry. I used to drop it all the time. It was very durable.
Oh yeah, I dropped my BlackBerry in a bucket of paint. Took it out, washed it off, dried it, kept on going.
That was unfortunate, but
Yeah, it was, but
all right.
indestructible.
Well, let's go to Great Britain,
and
where
boy, could you type on those things.
yeah. Let's go to Great Britain, where a 77-year-old piece of wedding cake has sold for $2,800. I believe it was the British equivalent in pounds, but
This completely reminds me of that episode of Seinfeld where Peterman buys the expensive piece of cake and Elaine eats it.
Queen Elizabeth II's wedding to Prince Philip, 1947, was auctioned.
What are they doing with a piece of cake from 1947? I'm sorry, continue.
So it was in a box, and it's all packaged up in a box. It's got a letter from the bride and decorative doily. It was given to a housekeeper at some house in Scotland as a gift from the royal couple for, keeping the house and whatever else.
How does it not get all moldy and nasty?
Well, it doesn't look very good.
I
don't know. There it is.
Ugh,
it's hard.
yeah.
I can't really. Here, let's see if I can. This is probably going to go poorly, but I'm going to try and zoom in on this. I don't know. Would you eat that?
It doesn't even look like anything. It looks like a pile of...
I can't tell what it was,
All right.
whether it was chocolate or they don't really give a whole lot of detail as far as like what kind of cake it was or how it was preserved or whatever. But anyway.
They just want us to click on it. They don't want to tell us anything.
We did. They got us.
Yep. 77-year-old slice of Queen Elizabeth II's wedding cake. $2,800.
All right. What else?
Well, I mean, we've really covered it all. I mean, what else is there to say? We talked about 77-year-old wedding cake, the first YouTube video, touchscreen kiosks, Christmas villages. I don't know what else you folks are looking for. I mean, why is this not the #1 show in America, or at least San Diego? Don't answer that in the comments, please.
Yeah, we don't really want an answer to that question.
All right. No, I guess that's the report for this evening. We'll be busy continuing our daughter's birthday celebration this weekend. We had a little celebration on Wednesday on the actual day, and then we're gonna really live it up tomorrow.
All right.
We're gonna let it fly. 15 years old. There it comes.
Made it 15 years.
It's a celebration for us too. She gets to celebrate being 15, and we get to celebrate surviving 15 years.
All right. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Thanks for
Yes.
joining us, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.